Welcome to CathyDslayt's SRC4U Zoom call for January 22nd, 2021. To access the Zoom call, we're going to click here and remember this password. Type in the password and join. We're waiting for the hostess. She'll be with us momentarily. Cathy's opened up the room.
Here's the post on Energy Visionaries. And it's funny, luckily I have such a little blog. I don't know that they're going to fool with me. But we are in a time of massive censorship, and it's very interesting. In this post, I address that, and you can look at it in that respect if you wish. But also, yesterday we didn't get finished. We had a lot more to go, and so I went ahead and did a screencast of the rest of our time. And then also, this is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And we've all seen our share, and probably none of us intend on getting the vaccination. But even with that, if you have the time, this is an incredible video by a doctor. And she did another one a while back, and it apparently had 20 million hits, and they pulled it down. And so, and then I have one final bit of advice, that we better not get in any boxcars, because they are really censoring. And I talked with my friend yesterday in California. She's a borderline left-wing. She's starting to wake up. She is who sent me this video, actually. And I said, well, what do you think of them actually talking about rounding us up? And she said, well, they wanted to put Hillary Clinton in jail. What's the difference? I said, well, there is a slight difference.
Yeah.
It's not about expressing your opinion. So that is something that we need to be aware of, so we can change it, not to focus on it, but to focus, to be aware and to kind of watch our words. And that's what the I Ching says also, watch your words. So in reference to this, I had a little thought for today, and I did email out the the little protocol you can follow on a regular basis.
I saw that. Thank you, Cathy.
Yeah, no problem. Now you'll be changing that on your own. So that is that's one thing. I called Kevin yesterday, and he actually the Malcolm Ray file is so big he was having trouble downloading it. So we're going to work further on that. He will get it, but I guess he must use his phone or a real. So he told me to go get a dongle to download it on my other computer myself. But I said, well, that's not going to work for all of us. We need to figure out how to have it. But also, I got some terrific information from Dr. Percy. And this is a bunch of radionics treatments, and I'm trying to get that in a list. Mary's going to help me so we can make it an Excel spreadsheet. Many radionics protocols. And what happens is Dr. Kersey, I met him years ago because he was teaching radionics, and I actually had a hope someday of having a radionics device, so I drove to Orlando every other week for his courses. And one day someone mentioned in the course about the SRC. So the next time he had me bring it, I demonstrated it. On the way home, he texted me and said, I'm on board. He had purchased the SRC, and now he uses that, as I understand, instead of the radionics machine. So that really gives you a compliment when it comes to this SRC technology.
Yeah.
So anyway, I kind of had a little brainstorm today, and first, let's see if we want, and also, remember yesterday we took 26 hours of dispenser for detoxification. I had 2 more calls during the day from people going crazy didn't know what was wrong, felt a lot of anger and frustration, and each of them were talking. One was air pollution, and the other was this chemtrail stuff.
Wow.
So just a word to the wise. Let's see if we want another Malcolm Ray image today, and if so, we'll do an Excel spreadsheet.
Can you get those images online? I mean,
those images, I got them off Scribed, but I talked with one other person who could not access them. I'm gonna show you again how I got them. And I have Vicki coming Monday.
Yeah, actually, Cathy, I found out how.
Oh, okay.
I did a search. When I did a search on Scribe, it wouldn't come up. But when I did a search on Google search, it came up and it led me to the Scribe site. So I did get it.
Oh, okay. So tell me what you did again.
I typed in the Malcolm Ray cards compilation in the regular Google search.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that brought up Scribed as one of the options.
Wonderful. So we really, that you might want to do that. I think Kevin will figure it out, but you might want to just go ahead and do the same thing and load it up yourself also.
Yeah, I tried yesterday through Scribe. I'll go to the Google today.
Yeah.
I'm glad I thought of that. Yeah.
So I thought for the weekend, it might be interesting just to do a simple wonder click, but first to see where we are with the sustenance balancer, and then to see what the supercharger says, because it might be interesting just to send some focused energy. So if we go into the supercharger, and I'll put this list back there, but I keep collecting these cocktails, and I've got some supplements in here that I don't really use anymore. I turned that over to the sustenance balancer. But let's just see what we come up with as far as the supercharger, and let's just charge ourselves up over the weekend. And I don't know, have any of you been testing anything that comes your way in the way of information for truth?
no.
Not me.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
I haven't had a lot come in since the other day.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are very discouraged. You can't help it, really. But I do get a little bit still that comes in. And I've just been going to test it for truth. And I got one this morning, and it's a little strange, but it was 85% truth. And I'm going to start maybe just sending these out to everybody, and then if you don't want it, just delete it.
Yeah,
But,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's just easier than to.
I think one of the things I know I need to work on is my positivity, because the thing is once your frequency starts dropping, it's just it doesn't help everything that's happening in the universe right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I personally believe that that's the goal, that they want our frequency to drop, because we're a force to reckon with.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
We've been divided. We've been terribly divided, and that weakens us. And then all this other information, etc. Now, look what we've picked, and is this okay with everybody? I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
I love that. Yes.
Yep.
I'm real pleased with that. So let's go into the supercharger. And I like to ask how long, but I'm going to continue this one over the weekend. Although we'll look at some of the runner-ups too. Let me do that. Let's see.
So you would put that on 24 hours and then you would put it on again?
What I like to do is test, because sometimes you can overdo it. And it seems like, personally, I see better results if I do it this way. We may not want 24 hours. And then to run it again, I would do the same thing. Because right here, you see 24 hours, 10 hours, that would have been too much. I need to probably set this up with a scan. I just gotten in the habit of this. Because remember, we're just waking up our field. Okay. Okay, so we want 30 minutes. You might get I don't know that we'll be on the call any longer than that. If so, we will double check it. Let's do that. Just for the heck of it, let's see some of the runners up. And I really have not been doing these supplements ones, but we are asking for this Young Living product. Iodine, which is a big one. Here's a prayer for blindness. Polarity correction. So what I'll do, I'm going to keep this up over the weekend and go through, and that's a good one. Fulfill deepest personal capabilities. Negate the possibility of darker scenarios. I'll just go through these and let you know on Monday everything we asked for. And then with that in mind, I played a little bit around with this list of radionic stuff. And of course, then I couldn't get it to make an Excel spreadsheet. So I've been typing it out. I figure, you're using small muscles, which you could be weaving baskets in the mental institution, or you can be typing things. And so, anyway, when I did, I finally figured out a little bit of a way to scan it without having a Excel spreadsheet. And what I wanted personally was work on my thymus. So again, if they are sending a stronger virus our way, we still have everything we need, but we probably need to do a little tapping of the thymus along with the other things. So all that food and it's all about food, so it's our eating. Face, kidneys. Well, we have a kidney scan, I think, for the cocktails. Let's see. No, I thought we had oh, there we go. Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, help me remember them, if you will. Multicystic and kidney stones and medullary. Okay.
And then one on the bottom.
Uh-oh. What was it? Well, I know. I could just
I don't
look
know.
at the bottom. That's okay.
That's all right.
At it. No, I should have. There we go. Let's see what was on the bottom. And as you well know, this is all etheric. So if something comes up, like, for example, cancer, it's just surface stuff. In fact, this is highly proactive. Okay, that's just kidney yin. So there we go. So we've got what I've been doing lately, because this is a group. I've been putting in the images. Here we have miraculous comeback, possession correction, shield to block weaponized weather, frequency, and economics. Weather, frequency, and economics. That's breakdown. So a few images. Let's go ahead and put those in, and then I'm going to just cut and paste all the rest. First brain cells. Free from threats to health and vitality. Dissolve the systems of consciousness that have enslaved mankind. Oh, okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and and I've been doing this 3 times for some reason. We'll see how that goes. Well, now let's just form our intent and hit the wonder click and see what we come up with. While we're waiting on that. So I'll go back and forth over the weekend and just do these charges. Let's go ahead and do the abundance and prosperity since we talked about it. Again, do it your own way, but I don't always go for the full 5 minutes. We'll see what we want in reference to abundance, prosperity. Okay, we'll take 2 minutes. Go ahead and get our Gong started. Well, clear negative karma, that doesn't sound too bad. What does our Shen want? Increase all my energies, replace all negative experiences, and attract wealth. We're definitely on the wealth kick.
There you go.
Yeah, and so here we go with, again, I'll just, okay, seeking approval over the edge. That makes sense. Chemical stress. So that, again, that comes up. And lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I like that.
Yeah. And there's hysterical. Let's just go ahead and pull up the emotions panel. Oh, I may be out. Shoot. Okay, let me see if I have any that are done. We're still going from yesterday, by the way, on the, here we go.
You know, maybe we should envision who all we would have in our limo.
Hey, that's a good visualization.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that wouldn't hurt at all.
And it wouldn't be good to visualize who would be standing there sad watching us. So that's what I've learned out of this, is controlling my thoughts is more important than I ever realized. And so let's go ahead and see what Over the Edge does to us. So it does a little damage, also hurts our skin, probably ages us. You know, there is the truth to that people do age dramatically in times of stress. You can see it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes their hair color, even just within a short time, turns to gray.
Yeah.
I'm in big trouble.
Well, you can look at it two ways. The
Yeah.
other one is that the Bible says gray hair is a sign of wisdom.
There you go. There you
But
go.
look at that hysterical. It opens us up to a mega possession. What else did we have in here? Triple heater is the overall. So let's go in here.
What is a triple heater?
Anybody in here want to explain that? I see it as a major energy system that impacts the hormones.
Yeah,
Anybody have a better?
it works. It and the spleen work together to regulate your body. The triple warmer is what I call it, but it becomes comfortable at a certain spot, and it's almost impossible to get out of that spot. So it's like one gal explained it. She had a group that was about 20 that were on a diet, and they were able to make little changes, but when their overall body started making big changes, they would quit doing the process because the triple heater becomes uncomfortable, and it says, no, we're not going farther than that. That's it.
Very interesting. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Well, let's see what emotions. Get in there. Okay. Opens us up to a little psychic attack. It throws our synchronization off, throws our life force off. There's that environmental again. So let's see what we got. We're going to take 21 hours. And what'll happen, I'm sure we're still going on the super chart. Like I say, I've been going in, let's see, 8 minutes this time. And we still have 14 minutes, so we won't get to see what we want next, but I'll keep a record of it for Monday.
Hey.
I'll test this first to see if we want another. Sometimes we want a little jump start, and then we come back in and want 24 hours.
Right.
So everybody have a wonderful weekend.
You too, Cathy. Everybody keep their moods up.
That's exactly right. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn on the radio and dance.
That's a
There
good
you go.
idea.
That sounds
That
like
sounds
a good
good.
idea.
All righty. Thanks, Cathy.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too.
This concludes the SRC4U software Zoom call for January 22nd, 2021. Thank you for joining. We look forward to seeing you again. Take care and be well.